Hey guys, Albe here for a motovlog, not from my 800GS. Amazingly enough, I got this S1000XR to do a review, and I had to ride it for a while, put some good miles on it. I figure I'll do a vlog right out of it, since this bike is so comfortable and so easy to ride for hours on end. And the topic I want to talk about on this vlog is exactly comfort, and how we got spoiled being motorcycle riders in this day and age. We are really spoiled. First of all, any decent bike you're looking at has at the very least 100 horses. 100 horses! Once upon a time, 100 horsepower were reserved for only those super bikes. Nowadays, this bike, which is supposed to be a sport tourer, has 165 horses. If you want to get a crotch rocket, let's say the little sister or big sister. Anyway, another member of the S family, the S1000XR, you are around 200 horses, which is mental. So we grew spoiled with the availability of power. Not only power, comfort. With the new technologies and the new studies, bikes are getting more and more comfortable. And obviously, if you still compare crotch rockets, well, the position, the riding position is cramped because, well, there is not much space. But at the same time, they don't vibrate as much as the old bikes used to do. They're not so hard to ride, to make them steer. They're way more nimble than they used to be. Once upon a time, you did 10 laps at a racetrack, and now it would be like drained. Nowadays, with the new bike, 10 laps can be done. It's still draining on your body. You're racing, but still, it's way better than it used to be. And all the rider aids that we've come to know and appreciate, ABS, traction control, those are pretty much standard on most bikes nowadays. I remember the first day when traction control and ABS were coming out for motorcycles. Everybody was like, oh no, if you're a real rider, blah blah blah. Bull. They make riding way safer. Nowadays we have traction control and ABS Pro, where the bike senses the lean angle, and if you pinch the brakes too hard, the ABS will react appropriately for the lean angle you're maintaining, which is unheard of. Other than that, before those systems were readily available like they are today, where you can't throw a rock without hitting a bike with traction control and ABS, there were talks about, oh well, the ABS system is too bulky and is never going to be able to be fitted on motorcycles and blah blah blah. And nowadays it's almost standard on most bikes. On top of that, today's bikes have all sorts of amenities. This particular bike has electronic suspension, where I don't need to twist knobs or anything to dial the suspensions in anymore. I just need to push a button. Or we have engine mode. Obviously 165 horses are a lot, and when the streets are slippery during rain, they might be hard to control. Well, guess what? You have rider mode. You slap it in rain mode, and now the way the engine delivers the power is way more suitable for riding on wet pavement. So you can ride way more relaxed nowadays than used to be. Right now, I have cruise control on. At one point in time, cruise control was science fiction for motorcycles. And nowadays, some of them up-end bike have it. Actually, most of the up-end bike have it. No matter if they're crotch rocket super sports or a naked bike or touring bike. I mean, the new F850 GS is supposed to be off-road biased, and still it has cruise control. So take a minute to think about how lucky we are to be motorcycle riders in this day and age. I'm shifting gear without clutch, and yeah, sure, race bike always had clutchless upshift, but guess what? I just downshifted, still no clutch. And for those of us that are way spoiled, guess what? There is a little button on the right hand side over there that looks like a T-shaped hot dog on a grill. Well, it's not, it's heated grips. If you've been riding for more than 10 years and you always rode sports bike, tell me that you ever thought that you would have heated grips on your bike. And you know what? I never thought I would want heated grips on my bike, because I always lived in warm climates. But nowadays, if the bike has heated grips, it's a big plus, big plus. So take a moment, think about how lucky we are, and bask in the idea that in another 5 to 10 years, who knows what can come out, who knows where the bikes are gonna end up. For anybody that knows me, they know I'm not a very optimistic guy, but when it comes to motorcycles, I definitely am. They just keep getting better and better, more powerful, safer, more comfortable. So what do you think? Do you have one of the latest and greatest, or are you still driving your 10 years old bike? And if you are, more power to you, man. But if you're not, are you happy with the way the motorcycle industry is going? Or are you getting nostalgic about the good old times? I have to be sincere, I'm not nostalgic at all. I like the modern bike. I like all the amenities, the relentless power that those engines can give nowadays. So leave a comment down below, let everybody know what you think. As always, if you want to support the channel, get yourself an Albe DV shirt. They're cheap and they're cool, at least I think so. If you like this video, like. If you love this video and you love to listen to my broken English, subscribe. Till then, ride on, and I'll see you next time.